Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rachakudash. Double honors unto our apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Much peace and blessings to all you Sensei Akim out there that's pushing this 100% truth with all sincerity, faith, and with charity. This is your brother Ash from the Great Millstone, Miami Camp, coming back with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahasham Yahushai. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying unto the elect of the nation of Israel. Okay, this is going to be a quick lesson, impromptu lesson, just going into how we, and when I say we, I'm speaking on a few brothers from the Great Millstone Miami Camp, all right, that preach on Wednesdays. We just finished up camp, and one of those drones were out there. Okay, and when I say one of those drones, I'm speaking about those drones that have been in the news, really nonstop. Well, it's past now. They talking about, they moving on to other shit now with these false flags and whatnot. But that were in the news nonstop for about damn near a month straight, which I haven't been able to see one. Mostly was talking about New Jersey, and really they were saying they've been seeing them all over the country in different parts of the world. But they are saying, mainly on the East Coast. But I haven't seen one, right? But today after camp, after brother we were wrapping up camp, we finished off. Brother saluted out, and with their ways. And as brothers is walking, as a few brothers, me and a few other brothers were walking towards the garage, and I say one of those drones, it wasn't a regular drone now, because how it started with one brother, he was like, there go a chariot. I see a chariot. Okay. But his eyes were on it, a little. He was already looking at it. He was the first one to see it. Okay. But once he said that's a chariot, it was moving. And I kind of saw it out of the corner of my eye. But it was flash. I saw it was flashing. So my first thought was, oh, that's just a plane. So I told the brother, I'm like, I don't know. I saw it, because, I saw it at the corner of my eye, and it kind of went behind the building. We're walking, we're walking in like a down, we preach at a downtown beach area. It's on the beach, but it's a lot of high rises and shit. So it kind of went, from our point of view behind the building. But I saw it before it disappeared. And I'm like, no, that look like a plane. It looks that's electrical. Like I could see flashing lights on it. But as we're walking, I'm like, hey, maybe you're right. Let's see. As we're walking, I turn and we see it. But it was another brother was like, yeah, that's a plane. That looked like a plane, because the other brother saw it too. So we turned once we turned the building, we all look up to see if we see it, and we see it, and it's flashing green and blue. I mean green and red. We're like, okay, that's a plane, right? And once we see it, and it's moving back toward. It was moving past us, like going west, and then once we turn the building, we see it coming east again. And as I'm seeing this going east again, before I could, process, like, in a millisecond, planes don't reverse. That shit reversed. It was coming back fast. Mind you, this thing is high in the sky. Very high. If it wasn't for the flashing light, you wouldn't see it. And you could tell from the flashing light, you could see, how far away it is. It's like at the altitude that planes fly. And it reversed fast. And then started going back east. And then, as we, as soon as we notice it reverse, you could hear the bzz, like you could hear a tiny zzz, far off in the sky. You could hear a buzz, a slight buzz, which that's and another other brother heard it too. And then that's when it clicked. Drone. That's a drone. I said that's a drone. And then as soon as I said that's a drone, that shit turned around the other way and went back the other way fast as hell and disappeared. I said it was a drone, and then the other brothers were like, yeah, that's a drone, that's a drone. And that shit went back the other way and sped off fast as hell. And so it was high up in the sky, very high, not at the altitude that regular drones fly, first of all. Second of all, it's at night, and then third of all, you can hear the buzz. We on the ground, this shit way in the sky, you can hear it buzz. So that shit was powerful. And like I said, it took off fast. We could see how high it is in the sky, and for it to travel fast, that shit was going fast. But you could clearly hear the buzz, you could see the lights. It was definitely something electrical, something man-made. And once we all agree, like, yeah, damn, that's a drone, and that's one of those drones. That wasn't a regular drone, that was one of them super drones that people been talking about. Okay? That's been spraying shit and shooting, trying to shoot at the chariots, or the orbs, all type of. They say these chariots been doing, these drones, been doing a lot of weird shit, because they're weapons of mass destruction. They're like high level. It's a sword. It's basically a flying sword that Esau created. And people been talking about. They've been pointing at them and talking about them, and it's like they can hear them, because as soon as people point them out, they turn away. And them shits somehow Esau got them shits can hear you. Them shits can hear you. Them shits can see you from far away. And we know Esau got the technology, because they got satellites that can fucking look at your ass from space. Okay? And that shit, we saw it right after camp. So, Esau is up to some shit. Esau is up to something, clearly. The Lord is really up to something. We know what the Lord is up to, but we don't know everything the Lord is up to, but we know what he told us through his word, through Yahushai, right? Through the Holy Spirit, we have the prophecies, we have the breakdowns, we understand what's needed to know in order to make it through. Okay? And I didn't really have much scriptures, but I want to read this again, which I did a lesson not too long ago, and I brought this out, but I want to read it again, because that's the times that we living in, man. Okay? This is Matthew 24 and verse 21. Oh shit, start at 20. Why not? Because that's the time we living in too. But pray ye that your flight be not in the winter, neither on the Sabbath day. And we entering into a bomb cyclone right now. I'm in Miami, and it's cold as hell. And this record-breaking temperatures down here for this time of the year. It ain't even supposed to get like this until February. For maybe a day or two. This shit cold, and it's been cold. This shit weird. Okay? Esau down here loving this shit though. They think it's cool. They outside with shorts and shit. But Jake ain't feeling it. This shit, Jake ain't feeling it down here. But people dying, people freezing across the country. Meanwhile, the West Coast is on fire. Right? So this is a perfect time for Esau to roll. And then they say something like FEMA, something with FEMA giving out money, stop, they cutting shit on the 10th, which is this bomb cyclone really supposed to get bad on the 11th. So that's weird timing right there. And then you got inauguration coming in a couple weeks. And I keep seeing, brothers that know me, brothers know I'll be talking about what I be seeing and shit. But I keep seeing 120. And I've been seeing it for a while. I keep seeing 120, 120, 120. Right? And I didn't know what that meant for the longest. I'm like, what is the Lord trying to say? Why I keep seeing 120? And then it hit me, January 20th, inauguration day. Right? And there's all type of people coming out saying that's things to be expected on the day of the inauguration and the day following. And we will see if something don't happen before then to where Trump don't even get inaugurated. That's not out. That's a possibility. That's a big possibility. Shit. The way shit moving right now, a fucking nuke could go off somewhere tomorrow. And I don't mean like the nuke's gonna fly, like America gonna be destroyed, but a fucking pocket nuke, a low level bomb could fucking take out a city somewhere the way shit moving. And they blame it on ISIS or some shit. Okay? But yeah, this is Matthew 24 and 21. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, now, nor ever shall be. And that's coming. That's the time that we get about to go into. How do we know? Because everything else is happening. Everything else the scriptures say what happened, and when you read above, it's happening. Everybody, you can ask a regular person on the street, do you feel like something bad is about to happen? They're going to say, yeah. But they're not doing nothing about it, which shows you the Lord has them blinded. Well, that's another topic right there, right? But verse 22. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. So now let's read it in NLT. I like how it says it. It says, in fact, unless that time of calamity is shortened, not a single person will survive. You see, so this time that's coming is going to be so bad, but it's going to happen quick. It's going to be short. That's how bad it's going to be. Because everybody will die before the Lord comes. If the times that we get ready to go into, it's going to be so bad that everybody would die. Every single person, well, Israel is only the ones allotted for salvation, and plus the great deliverance got to come to America. America, the whole world is going to feel it, but really the judgment is going to be the worst in America. Babylon, right? So it's going to be bad. That's how bad it's going to be. It's going to have to, the Lord going to have to make it, which the apostles say, Apostle, said, and I agree. By the time you see people getting chopped up, like for real, once you start to see like the masses of people taking that charagma, probably 6 months tops, because you know what I mean. It's gonna be bad. Esau gonna be trying to take us out. Everybody gonna be trying to take each other out. People gonna be taking each other out to eat. So if the Lord don't intervene quickly, we would all die. Right? It says back in the KJV, it says, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. So it's for the elect's sake, those days gonna go by fast. If it was just for these people, the Lord will let their ass just, suffer. Let that shit just keep going for a while. But because of the elect's sake, the Lord gonna make it go by quick. So if demons, play, messing with you, make you think you might have to, go endure some long ass shit like a movie, like, the road, fucking grew out a whole, long beard and shit, and you wearing rags and you like super dirty, you look like you just been in the fucking jungle for 2 years. Nah, it ain't gonna be like that. Jacob's Trouble gonna be quick. Jacob's Trouble gonna be quick. Okay. Verse 23. Then if any man shall say unto you, Lo, here is some Mashiach, or there, believe it not. Okay, because the time that we're coming into, is going to be so much chaos going on, so much hell. Nobody's going to have any answers. Well, everybody's going to have questions. Everybody's going to be looking for answers. Right now, nobody cares about the word of the Lord. Nobody cares about God. Okay, nobody really cares. For real, for real. They use religion as a vain show to virtue signal. But when all hell break loose, everybody gonna get religious. Everybody gonna try to find religion at first, At a certain point, they just gonna lose all hope, and that's when Esau gonna hand them that Karagman. They gonna run and snatch it. They gonna take the syringe and stick it in themselves and push the Karagman in it. But at first, you're gonna have a lot of people jumping up to fill that void, to fill that spiritual void. You're gonna have a lot of different people Esau working with in the background, people being prepped right now. Like you got this guy Elon Musk. That guy was prepped from a youth to be the face of transhumanism, to be in the position that he's in right now. You got this nigga Trump. My nigga Trump made a whole position for this guy, the Department of Government Efficiency, which conveniently Doji, which that actual Doji was an actual position. I believe that goes back to Venice in Italy, if I'm not mistaken. A powerful position back then. Show you this is Rome all over again. And Trump is Nero Caesar. That's what we believe, starting with our apostles. But this guy Elon Musk was groomed, man. He's not organic. And he's not a genius. Okay, just look at him, man. That's a fucking retard, but people believe anything. So when these times come, you're gonna have a lot of people like Elon Musk, a lot of people that we don't even know about, that's being groomed, and they're gonna be pushed into the forefront, and they're gonna be working miracles. They're gonna be doing things, right? They're gonna be providing the answers. They're gonna, this is how Esau works. Ordo ab chaos. They're gonna be telling people to take the Karagma. They're gonna be telling people this is how they're gonna be the new spiritual leaders. They're gonna, because that word Hamashiach simply means anointed. So you're gonna have false messiahs. You're gonna have false anointed people that's gonna rise up and say, they are the ones that's gonna help usher society into the new age, which they're gonna be set up by Esau. But they're gonna have the juice. They're gonna have the juice. That left hand juice is gonna deceive many people. Right? Just like the Most High have his signs on the right hand side, the scripture tell you Esau got his miracles and his signs on the left hand side. The time that's coming is to try all of humanity. That includes us. to see, to you know, to make manifest who side everybody is truly on. So it's going to be different deceptions, different temptations that's going to come, that's going to be high level. To see, that's like a bright, look at it as a bright light, that the light is flashing on the world. The light being that those deceptions, those, you know, half of it being the deceptions and half being the real signs of the Lord. That the Lord is going to, you know, because brothers at the same time is going to be getting spiritual power. Brothers is going to be working mighty works and mighty miracles and doing signs. The Lord's going to be the same way the left hand is going to increase, the right hand is going to increase. The left hand is increasing. You got brothers doing videos about how these spirits is turning up and activating. Right? Brothers is seeing things they never, you know, things they never saw before. But, you know, that's the spirit of the Lord turning up on the left hand and the right hand. Right? The spirit of the Lord is going to turn up. And everybody is going to get pulled to whatever side they're supposed to be on. You know? And you got people right now that think they on the right side, and they're going to get pulled into it's going to be made manifest that they really on the left hand side. And it's going to be people that seem like they on the left hand side or are. You're gonna have some Jakes still waking up through all of this. Right? You may have some people, they gonna witness works, witness brothers do things, and they gonna end up being converted. Right? Then you gonna have people seeing Esau doing those left hand works, and they gonna get snared up by that. That's the time we getting into. And they gonna, the ones that get duped by Esau, they gonna take that charagma and they gonna eat a missile. Okay? And those that believe in the Lord, they gonna get raised up, they gonna get lifted up and delivered from those missiles. Right? Lord willing, we all endure until the end. And I'm not saying that Yahweh Shai didn't say, because this is Matthew 24:24. For there shall arise false Mashiachs and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. Behold, I have told you before. Okay? So that means, you know, that means you're going to have some brothers. You're going to have brothers out there that's going to see Esau miracles. You know, they're going to see certain things. And for a second, they might be deceived. But the Lord is going to do something to make them snap out of it. Because don't the scriptures say the heart is deceitful above all things? Right? Don't the scriptures say, hardly do we guess aright? So we're in the flesh. So it's not nothing to be, you know, all bugged out over, you know, shame about, because you might have saw something and you thought it was something and it ended up it wasn't, you know? But the point is, you're not going to, if you're of the elect, the Lord is not going to allow you to be deceived to the point where you end up falling out the truth. You end up allowing those deceptions to overthrow your faith. Okay? Because we're getting ready to see things that you're not going to be able to explain. Right? But you're going to have to lean on the word of the Lord. Scripture say we walk by faith, not by sight. You know? You see somebody flying, but then they say the name of the Lord is some other shit. You know? Shit like that can happen. You know? And I'm not saying you get totally deceived, but that's the nature of the flesh. It's the nature of the flesh to, you see something walking down the street, you see long hair and curves, and the flesh thinks that's a woman, and turn around, it's a fucking man. You know? That ain't something for you to get all bent out of shape and ashamed. We are in Babylon, the land of confusion. Now, the Lord ain't allow you to touch that person, right? You feel me? Things like that's supposed to make you desire the kingdom more. That's supposed to make you more angry, upset with this world. And pray to Yahweh Shema Shah for more discernment. Okay? Well, that's the time we're living in for all of us. I'm talking to myself. A whole video I'm talking to myself. All these videos, we always talk to ourselves first. We have to pray for discernment. Okay? Because even with them drones that we seeing and brothers are seeing and people are seeing, Esau got some shit that made that look low level. Esau got some, off the record technology that even the high people up in the government don't know about. That if they see, they'll think that shit is sci-fi. Okay, Esau's gonna send people in F-16 fighter jets to fight against the Lord and die, but he know they don't stand a chance. Esau's not preparing to fight against the Lord Yahweh Shai and his angels with F-16 fighter jets. Nah. If this devil think he got a chance, if his bugged out mind, he thinks somehow he can upset prophecy. He got some higher level technology than the F-16 that he think he could fight against the Lord with. So it's gonna be some high level deception coming. High level deception. Let me keep reading. Matthew 24 and 26. Wherefore, if they shall say unto you, behold, he is in the desert, go not forth. Behold, he is in the secret chambers, believe it not. For as the lightning cometh out of the east, and shineth even unto the west, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. So, when the Lord come back, it's going to be inevitable. You're going to know that, okay, this ain't, man can't pull off this stunt. If the Lord going to come back, he going to block out the sky. He going to block out the whole, the Lord coming back in a ship with a diameter that's going to cover this. It's going to be as big as the earth, because it's going to cover the whole earth. It's going to cast a shadow over there. It's going to block out the sun. Something that big, Esau can't make nothing that big. He can't, you can't shoot a blue beam projection that big. So you're gonna know when the Lord come back. Everybody gonna know. The scripture say, all eyes shall see him. Okay, verse 28. For wheresoever the carcass is, there will the eagles be gathered together. Okay, so the signs are like a eagle. You see eagles circling the sky, or vultures, buzzards, right? Scavengers. When you see them big birds circling in the sky, okay, it's a dead body. Yeah, it's a dead body, a dead something over there, dead carcass. And the signs, we're seeing all the signs, so we know, okay, we about to see some dead carcasses. We about to see the Lord really judge this place. Okay, And the Lord said, if they say, behold, he is in the desert, he here, he there, believe it not. So what that show you? That mean you're gonna have people saying that. You're gonna have people lying and deceiving people. Some people gonna believe it, that the Lord is here, the Lord, this person is the Lord, which we say, which we know when the scriptures speak of what is verbatim Antichrist. We know the scripture clearly said there be many antichrists. So, like these Christians, they like to say you're gonna have one person that's gonna rise up, and they call him, the Antichrist. Esau could be preparing somebody, grooming somebody to take on a Messiah-like figure in when all hell break loose, right? Because when you actually go into Amalek, they do have somebody that they don't have plenty of people in themselves who they would call a Messiah, right? But you're gonna have many people that's gonna rise up and try to claim that title. So we're getting ready to see a lot of deception again. That's just something I wanted to bring out through the Spirit. Lord willing, it was edifying. With that, I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushua, by Hashem, Hakodash, until the next one, Shalom.